Kiri or Kuje, which prison you like best? It interrupts my thoughts. Eh? I give her the "are you kidding me" look. Who chooses a favorite prison essay? Forget that thing. You better say you prefer. My name is Chisom, aka Chisom the Thelampholder, and you are welcome to my channel, a place where stories reveal meaning and reality receives form. Beyond the story you will hear, let your imagination travel a time lived by people like you and I. So, you have been here for 8 weeks? I asked, wide mouthed. It's the short, dark lady that nearly aligned me on my first day here, not. But you didn't do anything funny with that woman's husband, bah? She frowns at me, and when she answers, her voice is laced with venom. Which kind talk be that? Something they do you for head? I know say I be bad person, but my badness no reach there abeg. Oh, okay. We settle into silence in the dimly lit cell, quietly munching on the last bits of rice that Issy had bought. Clearly, she didn't come in without some money. Wetin you go do now, B? How long you don dey here? She asks me. I shrug at the first question and look at my calendar markings in response to the second. It's carved into the right wall in Roman figures beside other markings made by the other occupants in the cell, past and present. I trail the markings with my eyes to the middle and left side of the wall all the way to the ceiling. However, did anyone's hands get to the ceiling to scribble, "Georgina was here"? 2 weeks, I finally reply. And in all that time, Mr. Fletcher has not come here. Madam Teresa's other children have not come either. I have worn the same shimmy and singlet, fed off Essay's meals, gotten used to the cold, squishy floor, and Kiri or Kuje, which prison you like best? It interrupts my thoughts. Eh? I give her the "are you kidding me" look. Who chooses a favorite prison essay? Forget that thing. You better say you prepare your mind, or better still, allow me wey sabi. I never go prison, but in case, I go wan go Kiri. She blabs on, but my mind wanders off. I turn to the other ladies in my cell. Some of them are like me, seeming nobodies who are easy targets of injustice and false accusations, alone and doomed for prison whenever they are charged to court. I think of those like Essay who have been forgotten here simply because they crossed the higher powers, or those that were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think of us all who have nobody to defend us, or buy us meals, or sneak in extra money through the police officers in the station so we could survive for as long as we are here. Night don't reach. I won't sleep. It interrupts my thoughts again. She doesn't wait for an answer, but leans against the wall and zoom off. I smile as I watch her. Behind all that roguish character, there is a sweet child. I move closer to her and lean against the wall too. A sharp pang of pain across my lower abdomen wakes me up abruptly. I lift my body from the floor. Obviously, I haven't mastered the safe skill of sleeping in one position, and squeeze the area I felt the pain. Dread fills my heart as I realize what it is. Before I wake Essay, she groans out of her sleep and hisses. Who be that wey dey snore like frog na? She opens her eyes and soon finds the errant fellow lying close to the bars, 2 bodies away from hers. It's the newcomer that joined us yesterday. She never even tey for here. She don dey cause 8 week and she be woman. She stands and marches over to her. shutting off the deep snores with a small slap across the mouth. "Say," I called again. "My period just came." I am tempted to cry, but Ese would shove my head through the bars if she saw one tear stream down my face. She weaned the crybaby out of me. After she bangs on the iron bars and has a brief exchange with the policewoman on duty, I receive tissue papers to help myself. The pain doesn't stop, so I wince and groan softly till morning when my first visitors arrive. A man and a woman. I am led to the visitors area, and the people I meet look like Oyibos in their early 30s. They stare at me from the door till I sit. "Good afternoon, sir and ma," I greet. They nod, and then the man speaks first. I notice his perfume and hers, the only pleasant fragrance I have perceived in 2 weeks. "I am Nicholas Robinson, and this is my sister Florence. We are Mrs. Teresa's children." My eyes open and I straighten on impulse. "Tell us what happened," Florence asks politely. It encourages me, and I spill the same story I had told Mr. Fletcher and the detectives, this time without the crying and hysterics. They exchange looks after I am done talking and turn back to me. "We will get back to you after some days. We wanted to hear your side of the story, and all we can say for now is that we're getting to the root of this matter," Mr. Nicholas says. "Can I ask you, sir, why Mr. Fletcher didn't come to get me? He said he believed me, but I do not understand his actions afterward." I observe something in their eyes again, and then Florence answers, "We will answer all your questions on our next visit, which should be pretty soon." They do not accuse me nor look at me like a murderer. That speaks for something and lights up hope in my heart again. In fact, it eases the cramps throughout the next 5 days. They visit again, exactly a week after the previous one. This time, they don't take off my eyebrows with their stares. They rather look apologetic, and there's a doctor with them. I greet everyone and take my seat. Mr. Nicholas exchanges glances with his sister and turns back to me, clearing his throat before he speaks. "Busayo, I want to start by saying we are all sorry for everything you have gone through in the past month. It's been a rather rough time." Miss Florence has a funny expression on her face, and I realize she's mirroring mine. I interrupt Mr. Nicholas. "Sir, I don't understand. Have I been proven innocent?" The doctor answers my question. "Yes, Busayo." Dash all the lessons Ase had drilled into me. The tears run down my cheeks as I ask, "How?" "Mr. Fletcher is responsible for the death of Mrs. Teresa Robinson," the doctor answers again. I hold my chest and shout, "Ha!" I shake my head and try to calm the sudden shivers coursing through my body. "But how can he kill his mother? How did he do it? I had never suspected him. He had such an enviable relationship with her." Miss Florence holds my shaky hands on the table while Mr. Nicholas explains. "Mr. Fletcher is not her biological son. Don't ask me to explain. It's a lot even for us. After rigorous investigations in the last 2 weeks, we found out that he had poisoned the flavored water he bought for her that day. We think it was the last thing she drank before she died. The bottle was found in her room and we tested it too. So yes, you are innocent and only a convenient casualty in Mr. Fletcher's scheme. For all you have been through, we are sorry. Words are not enough to undo anything, so we intend to make it up to you. But that conversation will hold back at the house and not here. We have already settled your bail so we can leave immediately." If I wasn't sitting, I would swoon and faint. It is too much to take in, but there's something dancing on my tongue. I don't know what to say, but I have a friend who has been in there for more than 2 months. Can you please bail her out too? Miss Florence winks and nods in approval. Mr. Nicholas steps out, I believe to start the process. After 30 minutes later, when we leave the station, 3 predominant thoughts fill my mind. 1. In my time in this hellish place, I found a new friend, one who taught me to be strong and without whom I should be mentally and physically ill by now. 2. The desire to help others like me has been raging in my being. I have known what it is to be helpless, to be accused falsely with a crime worth a death by hanging sentence, simply because you are an easy target, to be reduced to horrible living standards and die slowly within. Nobody else should go through that. 3. There is a God, and He surrounded me throughout this time. It's hard to see it physically, but I know. Maybe because I am not on my way to Kirikiri or Kuje prison, or because when I look at what has happened and the things up ahead, I can clearly see that what the devil has meant for evil, God has turned it for my good. Stories are like airplanes, taking us to places we have or have never been before. I hope you enjoyed the journey. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I love to see your likes and comments. Keep it coming. Stay blessed.